talking about commissioners, we have Rob Mannfred in baseball, who has
Back to baseball.
definitely decided, hey, it's time for the Indians to get rid of Chief Wahoo. They are, trying to transition out of that.
Why? We talked about this before, haven't we?
We talked about it, and I was kind of undecided at the time. But after watching a video of people protesting about Chief Wahoo and the reactions from just angry white people, I've kind of decided, yeah, I'm okay with them changing the name, changing the logo. It's okay.
So what?
To me. Anything else. Literally anything else. You said they could be the Burning Rivers. Like, it really doesn't matter at this point. They still have the history. They still have the same team. You have different memorabilia. You're not going to lose that history with Nap Lajoie and all these other guys that are in the foundation of baseball.
I don't like it.
They used to be the Spiders. Go back to being the Spiders.
I don't like it.
It's not. Look,
I don't like it.
Chief Wahoo, just the name. Think about it. Chief Wahoo.
I don't like it. I feel like it's a lot of angry white guys that are doing the arguing against it.
Like the arguing of keeping the name?
Against the name.
I don't think so. I think it's very much the opposite. I think it's a lot of...
Along with the Redskins, it's the same deal.
There are Native American groups that are going against it. We do live in a politically correct society now,
true.
where everybody is offended by everything and very sensitive. But at the same time, why do they need to still be the Indians?
For history's sake, man.
Why though? Like why not just change to the script I then?
Okay.
Well, okay. So look at it this way: until you change the name, you're still going to have those idiots that show up in full headdress with Chief Wahoo painted on their face.
And you think that's going to stop if they change it to spiders?
Yeah. I mean, it's already much more limited. I don't know.
Well, I guess we take a peek at what Miami, Ohio did. It used to be the Redskins, changed to the Red Hawks.
Yeah. Nobody even remembers.
We should research into that a little bit because I don't know how that change went. That was before changing names was a thing.
Changing names the first year or two is always going to be very drastic. Everybody's going to be mad. But once you realize the sport is still the same, once you realize the team is still the same other than their name and logo, nobody cares.
That's true.
And especially with a good team.
But when was the last time a professional team changed their name without changing cities?
I don't know.
There's your sports history.
Yeah, all right.
Look that one up.
I'll have to look it up. But yeah, let us know what you think. My dad and I have talked about this a lot because, we both at first were like, yeah, Chief Wahoo, like, he's fine, whatever. Like, I grew up drawing him all the time.
Right.
So I don't know where.
So why isn't a Viking racist?
Because
they rape and pillage. They weren't anywhere near Minnesota.
It's not a caricature. They were very close to Minnesota.
No.
There were no Vikings in Minnesota?
No, Vikings were from like Scandinavia and in more northern Canada.
So no one came through the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Nope.
And wandered on over through the Great Lakes system.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Gonna have to look that up too. I'm not gonna attempt to prove you wrong here because I don't want you to be embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't know, man. Like I think they stand to. They can make a lot of people happy by changing the name, and you're gonna have just a small group that's really upset. So I think with a change like that, it makes more sense to just change.
Nah. Okay. I'm done arguing.
All right.
I don't feel it's a gorgeous day outside.
Since we're talking about people being offended, let's talk about North Carolina, shall we? And I don't think let me preface it with that was not necessarily the correct segue into this.
There's plenty of Vikings in Minnesota.
Yeah, I told you.
That's not what I was going for. It is a caricature.
Okay, so let me say this. That one of the arguments I heard about somebody yelling was, you don't hear the Notre Dame fans are yelling about the caricature of an Irishman. It's like, right, because that's a leprechaun. They have a leprechaun as their logo.
Okay.
It's not an Irishman. That is their mascot. Like that's their name, but that's not their mascot.
How do you know that's a leprechaun?
Because he wears a hat with a buckle on it.
Do you see a size difference? Do you see him compared to a normal human? Do you see that he is a petite, tiny individual, maybe a couple inches tall?
I mean, in the actual drawing,
he has no
yes.
context.
In the
There
drawing,
is zero context.
Okay.
How do you know it's not just an Irishman? Their name is the Irish. So why is a cartoon okay for that and not for Indians?
The Irishman at least looks like an actual Irishman as opposed to a hot red-faced Indian with blue hair and a feather in his
Right,
cap.
that can't be real because it's not real. It's a cartoon. You brought us back.
I know. And this is the thing that I struggle with is that I don't have, because I'm
Vikings don't always have horns on their helmets. Well, they have long blonde hair and a long bushy mustache.
I don't know, Ragnar did.
Ragnar wasn't even an official mascot. Victor the Viking does.
But this is my exact point as to why I
Oh,
struggle
you mean
with
Ragnar
this.
from the History Channel?
I don't know, whatever the Vikings mascot guy was. That rode a motorcycle?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
No, he had brown hair.
Well, either way. I like that you're proving my point as to why I am having trouble with letting it go. It's because myself and a lot of other privileged white folks are like, I don't see an issue with it. Like, what's wrong with it? It's totally fine. So, I don't know. I'm trying to be sensitive to other people's thoughts and ideas.
We're just racist white folk, John.
I should just own it.
Own that you're a racist white guy?
I'm not, by the way. But just throwing that out there. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to subscribe. Yes, the red button or this little circle thing here.
You can also find us on thatonesportshow.com or iTunes.